Well, it turns out that she had to have open heart surgery again. This had happened in 1995 and it happened again. She was having mini strokes. The hole in her heart from that surgery had reopened and it had to be patched a second time. She also had her valves worked on. She had AFib, she had kidney issues, and she was in the hospital for 21 days that summer of 2018. Life was looking up for me, but now we were worried about Mom. But God gave me peace. I knew she was going to be okay. We all knew she was going to be okay. And she was okay. She made it through. I stayed on maintenance chemo for 2 years. Taking those pills, 18 pills every Thursday, chemo pills every day, prednisone, and I did my natural stuff. I took Dad with me to Kirbyville. He started getting it to help his, residual effects from West Nile. We were getting better. Things were getting better. My mom was healing fine. And on April 2nd, 2020, right in the midst of COVID, right in the midst of a lockdown, I took my last chemo pill. But something had happened the month previous to that. My father-in-law had gotten sick. It was cancer. It was bad cancer. And he had no hope. There was no way he was going to make it more than a few months. So here I am, finishing my chemo and doing so much better. And my father-in-law was going to die. No hospital would even hardly treat him. Why do we have to go through these things? Why can something good happen and then something bad immediately happen after that? It was COVID time when he was sick. We couldn't hardly see him if he was in the hospital, and we were scared to get out of the house because of me. We certainly didn't want me to catch COVID. I still had a weakened immune system. So we hardly saw him. And he died that September. He deteriorated to nothing. Big, strong man to nothing. It's not fair. I don't know why some of us get to kick it and some of us don't. I don't understand it. And I don't know why all this had to happen to me. I don't know why my life had to get uprooted at age 33. I don't know why I had to go through all of these storms. But I know that this all happened to me for a reason. I know that I was put through this storm of my life for a reason. And I hope that it's to help somebody else who may have to go through that, to let them know that it's going to be okay. And I learned a lot of lessons, but I certainly haven't gotten everything right since then. But I do know this: the doctors and my treatments were extremely important. But God healed me. I should not be sitting here right now. My doctors are still dumbfounded that I still come for a visit every 6 months and that I haven't died yet. I have no sign of leukemia. I haven't bruised since that first month in the hospital. I haven't had a nosebleed in 4 or 5 years. God has healed me. Even if I die today, God has healed me. He's given me extra time. He has let me see my kids grow up. My son, who was 11 when all of this started, graduated in May. He's 18 now and just started college. My middle son is 14. The son who heard a little too much in the hospital room in Texarkana and broke down in tears because he knew Daddy was going to die. He's 14, and I've watched him grow up. My beautiful little girl, whose birthday party I had to miss that one time, she just turned 13. And God did another miracle. After all that chemo, they told me that I wasn't, it was a good thing that we already had as many kids as we wanted. Because I wasn't, it was very unlikely that I would be able to have any more. And it was good that we had the 3 that we have. 3's enough, they said. You're not going to be able to have any more, and it's going to be okay. And I was okay with that. But on July 1st, 2023, a beautiful baby girl was born. And I love her so much. She wasn't even a glimmer in our eyes, completely unexpected, but exactly what we needed. God has been unbelievably good. Unbelievably good. Through everything that I've been through, I never really lost hope. I knew I was going to be okay. I am okay. If it comes back tomorrow, and it could come back tomorrow, my prognosis still isn't great. They're still surprised that I'm alive. But if it does, God is still good. He's still good. You've probably heard it said that God is no respecter of persons. And that's true. If this can happen to me, it can happen to you. But guess what else? If God can lead me through this storm and me come out better for it, then He will do the same for you if you will let Him. There's nothing stopping God from being there with you in your storms, except you. You will have storms. It may not be anything like what I've been through, and I pray to God it never is. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. But you will have storms. And you know what else? Lots of people have faced bigger storms than me. My father-in-law didn't make it out alive through his storm, but he still won. He's in heaven now. So God still led him through his storm. During one of my stays at the hospital, my dad gave me a bracelet with an anchor on it. And it said, "We have this hope as an anchor for our souls." That hope is Jesus. It's Jesus. He is the anchor in the storms of this life. The clouds are hovering. You can hear thunder in the distance. It might be a hurricane, it might be a little rainstorm, but a storm is coming. Your life could be completely upended and changed in a second. The dreams that you had can change. Please remember this story when you're in your storm. And remember how God was there for me. How He gave me peace that passes all understanding. Even if He doesn't heal you, He can heal your soul. We have this hope as an anchor for our souls.